Morning, everyone. Today, I just want to speak about RAF matters or Road Accident Fund claims. Why am I choosing to discuss or speak about RAF? Is because today I had one of my subscribers that needed some advice regarding RAF claim. And then I realized maybe it's one of those things that today I can deal with. RAF, what is RAF? RAF is Road Accident Fund, and Road Accident Fund, it's an institution that was established mainly to compensate the public on injuries that they have sustained due to negligent driving. So what happens is that there's a new act that was then published, and with that new act, it actually removed the involvement of attorneys. However, the attorneys are still on board. They're still operating in the RAF matters. Why am I saying I think the RAF felt there's no need for a third person in these RAF matters, based on the fact that it delays matters to be settled, or I'm not quite sure what was the reason for that, or because of they would then have to pay extra costs, legal fees during settlement. Now, what happens is that as a person, if you are involved in an accident, there are two ways. One, you have a right to lodge your claim directly with RAF, Road Accident Fund, or you can choose an attorney to assist you with your claim. So what happens is that if there is a vehicle that has been identified that caused the injuries, then you have 3 years to claim. If it's a hit and run, you only have 2 years. What happens is that with this new act, what had happened is that the RAF, they now have offices in the hospitals. So I think, I'm not quite sure how it works, whether the officials, they approach you or they are given information about those that have been brought into a hospital with motor vehicle injuries. So now what happens is that when you have chosen who you would want to proceed with your case, let's say you've chosen RAF to deal with RAF directly, they will get your information, they will get your medical records, and they will fill in a form for you, and it will be submitted to the claims handlers. The only disadvantage is that you now have to be the person that follows on your matter. And the claim handlers, because they deal with a lot of claims, if you don't regularly follow up, your matter might not be dealt with in time. The other reason would be the amount that you would receive. I'm not quite sure it will be the value of the injuries that you've sustained. And there is no one that would assist you to inquire further, because you would be very happy just to get the amount from RAF. And not all claims you will get a lot of money. Now, when you choose an attorney, this is going to be completely different, because now the attorney would be the one doing the claim. When they lodge your claim, before they lodge your claim, you would see that they will then send you to a medical doctor who has undergone a course whereby they will assess you. When they do the assess, they assess the injuries that you've sustained. And what they look at is, after these injuries, are you able to assist yourself, do things for yourself? Will this injury cause you not to work, cause you not to enjoy life as you used to be? So they would then do a report, and there's a form that gets completed, which would actually state the percentage, because now Road Accident Fund introduced the percentage whereby it's 30%, at least 30% you can see something from there. Below that, it's actually challenging. However, attorneys are able to fight that you are paid according to what you deserve due to the injuries that you've sustained. So what is going to happen thereafter, after that form is completed, because there's a the first one for your claim, and then there's this one for assessment. Then all the necessary documents are put together, and then a claim is lodged with the Road Accident Fund. And thereafter, Road Accident Fund has 120 days to work on your matter and see whether they can make an offer. Some they do make an offer within that period. Some, unfortunately, the 120 days lapses. Then the attorney will come in and issue summonses. They may issue summonses from the lower courts. It depends on the value of the injuries that you've sustained, or they may issue summonses from the High Court. It depends again on your injuries. And then from there, there will be exchange of pleadings, because now this matter, it means it's with the court. There will be exchange of pleadings, and within that period, if your attorney feels like they have a claim, if experts are brought in, then the attorney will then get different experts. Well, the experts would be the experts that deals with bones, experts that deal with your it depends on really on your injuries. If you have head injury, if you have you've lost some of your body parts, your mental state, whether because of this injury would you be able to work. If you're going to work, what type of work you need to do from now onwards. Those will be reports that will be submitted to RAF. RAF, from looking at those experts' report, they might choose to bring their own experts to give them their report to see whether what are the attorneys experts, do they agree with the same outcome of the injuries. Thereafter, it might go for trial, or RAF might choose to settle your matter out of court. In most cases, you find that RAF, on the day of the trial, by the doors of the court, they would then bring a settlement. Then it's up to the attorney whether they accept that settlement or not. But people need to understand that RAF matters drag, they take long. Sometimes they might be quicker. It depends on the injuries themselves. Sometimes it takes a while, especially where different experts will be coming in, and it depends on the severity of your injuries. And it might take a while. It might take 5 years. It might take more than that. It depends. So if you are a family member, you have such a claim and you don't understand why is it taking long. It does take long sometimes. There are delays that happen. There's something that I thought about. It does happen even in cases of where a person has passed on and they had um, dependents who they took care of. The RAF will consider that. A claim, you can bring a claim on that, and it will depend how much the person was earning, and it will depend on the educational status of the person. Those are the things that RAF and the attorney would consider, and then they will settle the matter when there has been an agreement, because an attorney really is there to push that your matter be settled. Even them, they don't want a matter to drag. At the same time, what you need to understand is that within that, there would have been an agreement between yourself and the attorney how much they are going to take from your proceeds, whatever offer you've received. So most attorneys would just opt for 25%. And and if you've been successful in your court case, then the person, RAF, will have to pay the costs that have been incurred by the attorney while they were attending to your case. Yes, if you are not happy with your matter, if you are not happy with the attorney with that matter, you are welcome to change attorneys. You can terminate their mandate and get a new attorney. But the thing is, I always advise not to, because sometimes it then delays your matter further. But if you are not happy at all because the attorney is not working on your file or your attorney is not giving you attention, but sometimes some of the clients, they want so much attention that they call on a daily basis. Please note, when you call on a daily basis, it's called attendance, and attorney is attending to that. And when they attend to that, I'm now talking in general, it doesn't matter what field it is, it's costs. It's costs. Yes, you can follow up on your matter, it's fine. Then you find other clients that would borrow money from a claim that has not been settled. Some attend law firms, they actually charge interest to that. So when your matter is settled, they will actually get their 25% and again take all the monies that they've been, the lunches, the suppers, and everything that they've been paying to you, they've been giving you. They're going to take all that because it's costs. So most people, they think, this attorney, he's a friendly, this law firm is a friend. No, everything that they do for you, they are going to charge you. So bear that in mind. Now, when you are not happy with the attorney, or maybe because when they make an offer, the attorney will call you in and they will then inform you of the offer. Please, if they said 800,000, you are not going to get 800,000. You're actually going to get less than 800,000 because the attorney has to deduct. But in most cases, clients, when they hear 800,000, they forgot about the 25%. But if it happens that the attorney takes more than that of the amounts that you don't know, then you have a right to approach what you call LPC and lodge a complaint, and LPC will then assist to be a mediator. And if LPC finds that the attorney is at fault, then it will be taken further to disciplinary, and from there some of the attorneys, most of the attorneys have been struck off the roll because of where they've been found to have taken monies of clients without permission. But what you need to understand, RAF matters are dealt with on contingency. So everything that is done, it comes from the attorney's pocket. Um, and when I say attorney's pocket, I'm saying from the law firm. And by the time RAF pays after that long trial, hey, it's tough. Maybe that is where you find that attorneys then make such mistakes. But some, it's because of they want to prove that they are an attorney, but that is because of that's being negligent, really. But other than that, I hope this topic of today will actually help all of you, those who want to lodge claims and those that have already lodged their claims. Have a lovely day. Bye.